G'day, and welcome to your Pacific Magazine. I'm Airman First Class Ashley Powell, and today I'm down under at the Australian International Air Show. This year's event kicked off with a trade show, but it's a public access days with aerial demonstrations and static displays that really stole the show. Although the exhibition of the F-22 Raptor and F-16 Fighting Falcon are crowd pleasers, U.S. Pacific Command participation in the air show ultimately strengthens relationships with our Pacific allies. The Australian International Air Show is also commonly known as the Avalon Air Show, since it takes place every other year at the Avalon Domestic Airport in the city of Geelong. Avalon is one of the largest international trade shows in the Pacific, as it hosts over 350,000 visitors and features 500 defense exhibitors from 35 countries. Before the air show opened to the public, a distinguished visitor made his rounds of the U.S. displays for final review. General Gen Hawk Carlise, the commander of Pacific Air Forces, joined a contingent of his fellow airmen to not only ensure pristine exhibits of Air Force resources, but to also help expand relations with key regional partners.
It's an opportunity to share ideas. It's an opportunity to show assets, ours and theirs, and talk about them. Most importantly, I think it probably is that growing that relationship, and so that you recognize people next time you see them in an exercise, you have a common baseline to talk from.
The rebalance to the Pacific that is currently underway doesn't necessarily mean creating an airbase in the outback, but it does mean strengthening an already strong relationship.
I think our president made the comment that our future is indispensably tied to our relationship with Australia, and I think that's true. Certainly a great ally in this part of the world. The rebalance is really about places, not bases. We're going to be present here. The American forces being in the Pacific makes the area more stable, secure, and we hope more prosperous.
The air show not only provided the Air Force a highly visible venue with which to showcase its aviation prowess, it also gave General Carlile and his fellow airmen a chance to promote strong military-to-military ties with our Australian allies and friends. Air Vice Marshal Gavin Davies, the Deputy Chief of the Royal Australian Air Force, explains the importance of this relationship with the United States.
We're here at Avalon down in southern Victoria, and yes, we've got some aeroplane noise behind us, and that's really important both for Australia and the United States to visit and talk about air power. For us here at Avalon, that's very important, and I think one of the themes this year has been we can't do it alone. We exercise very regularly with the United States Air Force. For an Air Force officer, it comes back to the United States and how important it is for us to understand how we operate, to understand what the next steps in what we might need to develop. We need to develop those together, and therefore I think we'll be able to fight whatever fight we need to much better in the future.
While alliances are important when it comes to the fight, it ultimately comes down to what's in your arsenal of weapons, and you can't go wrong with having a few Raptors on your side. At Avalon 2011, the U.S. Air Force presented the F-22 as a static display for public enjoyment, but this year the demonstration team from Langley, Virginia, set the Raptor free at the hands of Major Henry Shantz.
It's really an amazing opportunity that the Air Force allows me to go out, show this amazing aircraft, and then we get to go out and talk to the people, answer questions, and really bring the Air Force both in the United States and all the way overseas, where we're able to talk to the allies of our great country.
This isn't the first bird that Major Shantz has flown. He first cut his teeth in the Eagle, and the leap from that platform to the Raptor is astounding.
Well, the F-22 is the fifth generation newest aircraft out there, and I used to fly the F-15C. It's an amazing jump in technology to get to the F-22, and the way that it integrates with all the other platforms out there is just amazing. All that put together always makes it an exciting time to go fly, and doing the demo and showing how maneuverable it is, pulling G's at low altitude, and just really showing the world how great this aircraft is really just an amazing time.
And the one question on the public's mind seems to revolve around speed.
The F-22, we super cruise at 1.5 Mach. We get pretty high and pretty fast, and it's really amazing to watch the world go by. When we're at air shows, we stay below the speed of sound, but we're somewhere around 600 to 625 miles an hour.
But it's not just about speed. It's also a way to demonstrate regional engagement and commitment.
when we come out to air shows and trade shows, specifically like the Australian International Air Show, we're definitely not competing against each other. We're definitely working as a team to make sure that our allies and our nation know just how great and venerable the aircraft are that we have.
And as the Raptor finishes dazzling the crowds at the air show, its presence here could be a sign of things to come. After all, the U.S. military is in the process of rebalancing its forces to the Asia-Pacific region. Before the Raptor springs into action for the shows, an experienced team must first handle this bird of prey.
I'm Staff Sergeant Ryan Palmberg. I'm stationed at Langley Air Force Base, Virginia. I am originally from Enfield, Connecticut, and I'm a F-22 Raptor crew chief. When I first joined the team, there was a lot of added pressure, and that we're going to be the spotlight all the time, being the premier fighter aircraft at the demonstrations. But now that I'm used to it, I've done a ton of shows. It's actually really good to talk to the people and let them know, because everyone's happy to see it. They enjoy the show, and everyone's just amazed by everything it does.
This isn't a routine launch. Sergeant Palmberg and the rest of the demo team performs intricate series of movements to marshal the Raptor into place.
What's unique about the F-22 demo team is that we do a precision choreographed launch between me and another individual to get the aircraft at the spot safely and ready for its demonstration.
While the ground show appears simply to be a demonstration of military bearing and professionalism, there is a bigger purpose to the carefully choreographed movements. They allow the ground crew to inspect the plane with an exacting eye towards safety. This precision routine ensures a visually impressive and safe flight.
It's really nice to bring the F-22 to different countries and show the world what our airplane is capable of.
With the Raptor serving as the U.S. Air Force's premier fighter aircraft, Sergeant Palmberg revels in the F-22's superiority.
I feel this aircraft is one of the best in the world. The United States Air Force is always 20 years in advance. It has many capabilities that other aircraft don't have right now. It's an honor to be on this aircraft.
And it's Sergeant Palmberg's role on the demo team that helps ensure the Raptor is able to safely dazzle the crowds gathered for the air show. But while the F-22 is a popular attraction, according to Captain Ryan Worrell, it is not the only bird of prey tearing up the skies.
We brought a Block 50 F-16 from Massawa Air Base. We're part of the 35th Fighter Wing to demonstrate the F-16's capabilities and maneuverability and energy, and give the crowd a bit of a joyride here in the noise as we rage past.
And while Captain Worrell is busy taking the crowd on a noisy joyride, he knows that within the mass of watchful eyes are kids with whom he readily identifies.
It's a lot of fun. I've met a bunch of kids that seem like they're about me about 20 years ago, wanting to ride in a fighter. So it's awesome to meet them. Here you go, sign a bunch of autographs. No problem. I think most people ask how fast we can go, how high we can go, and then one little kid asked if it was Starscream. Starscream's a transformer. It's actually one of the F-22s, and then he pointed at the F-22.
Starscream or not, Captain Worrell and the F-16 demo team have their own areas of expertise quite separate from the F-22 Raptor.
And we both have very different displays. They focus on a bit of a slower, high alpha maneuverability, and we focus on speed and energy maintenance, showing how fast we can go and how easily we can go back into the vertical.
And while it's rewarding to thrill the crowds with aerial prowess, the captain also helps strengthen what is already a close relationship with our allies down under.
It's awesome to be out here in Australia. We've gotten to experience a lot of the local culture and connect with a lot of people of very similar cultures and display and work on our friendship with a lot of the Australians.
Strapped into his Fighting Falcon, Captain Worrell represents the Air Force's commitment to stability and security in the Asia-Pacific region, and he does it while tearing through the skies of Australia. While back on the ground, another airman from the F-16 demonstration team is hard at work for the next aerial demonstration.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Australian International Air Show 2013. I'm Staff Sergeant Patrick Logsdon, a native of San Antonio, Texas, and part of the Pacific Air Force's demonstration team.
Although Staff Sergeant Logsdon is an avionics technician for the Falcon, he routinely switches hats to become the voice of Pacific Air Forces.
Being on the F-16 demonstration team is truly a blessing. You get to travel all over the world. Me specifically, on the team, I do the narration for the show. While the jet's up in the air doing its maneuvers and whatnot, I explain to the audience what exactly it's doing.
But even the best seat in the house comes with its own caveat.
It's cool, you know, you get to go to the booth, and usually there's pretty important people up there because the booth has the best spot of the show usually. So it can get pretty nerve-wracking at times, but it's a rush. It's nice.
The excitement of the aerial shows are what the crowd flocks to see, But none of it could happen without the help of a silent giant tucked away on the other side of the flight line.
What I have behind me here is the mighty 707 made by Boeing, commonly known as in the Air Force the KC-135 Stratotanker. And I can tell you half the airplanes on this ramp wouldn't be here today without us giving them tanker gas that is so precious and that enables the mission day in and day out. It's just great to be part of that and help them out and get them where they need to go.
The tanker may be static, but that doesn't mean the crew's left out of all the fun at the air show.
We love talking about the Stratotanker with also our great Australian partners that we have here and demonstrating the aircraft that they have with their F-18s and their Super Hornets. They get to do the glamorous flybys, and that really pleases the crowd, and deservedly so. And we're just kind of the backbone, we're the support behind the scenes, just the quiet professionals in the background.
Quiet display or not, every airman in every aircraft plays a part when it comes to the mission. And the mission at Avalon to strengthen the Australia-United States alliance is important when it comes to the future of the Asia-Pacific region. And as the last planes take off for the day, we wrap up this edition of Pacific Magazine. Reporting from the Australian International Air Show, I'm Airman First Class Ashley Powell. From all of us at AFM Pacific, thanks for watching.